on the Weather Channel. We thank you so much for joining us on this Friday. I'm Alex Wilson.
And I'm Jennifer Lopez. Now, we are tracking severe weather threats even on this Good Friday.
Also very heavy rainfall, a lot of lightning accompanying those storms. Still the south side of Nashville, including Franklin, under a severe thunderstorm warning. So parts of Davidson, Rutherford, and Williamson counties, in addition to Franklin, Murfreesboro, and Smyrna under that warning. 6:15 Central Time is when that will expire. DeKalb, Wilson counties under a severe thunderstorm warning. Also notice this one back off towards the west of Lebanon. And then Smith County also under a severe thunderstorm warning, where we could see some very strong winds with this one. This goes until 6 p.m. Keep in mind, if you're traveling along 40, man, that visibility is going to drop as you move between counties with those very, very heavy downpours rolling through, and some gusty winds could cause you trouble. And on top of that, you do not want to be outside. Tons of lightning with these storms, and they'll be approaching the Buffalo Valley area very, very shortly. Here's the bigger picture across parts of the Nashville metro area. We've got those few warnings generally on the south and east side, but another one off to the southwest. This one eventually working off, especially to the north of Columbia. This warning is for Hickman and Lewis counties. Goes until 5:45 Central Time. It includes the city of Centerville. Now, we've been watching storms also across parts of Kentucky, now beginning to move into the state of West Virginia as well. And further south, we've got warnings into Mississippi and Arkansas, south of Little Rock and down near the Arkansas-Louisiana border. There's a severe thunderstorm warning. Shelby, Bolivar County in Mississippi, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning through 6 o'clock Central Time. We're going to watch for hail with this one, gusty winds, and very, very heavy rainfall as this storm moves away from Bolivar County. Then approaching Tupelo, you've got storms moving closer to you. I think they're going to stay off to the north, but not warned still. Any storm has the potential to bring you some very heavy rainfall and a lot of lightning. So anytime you hear thunder, very important that you get outside. We'll see if we can head up into the state of Kentucky, look at some of those storms. Of course, parts of Kentucky under that tornado watch as we go into the evening hours until actually midnight Eastern time. So here's a look as we head up into the state of Kentucky. We've got plenty of flash flood warnings. Man, heavy rain has been a huge problem from Louisville all the way over towards Lexington. Here's a look into the state of West Virginia, where we've got a severe thunderstorm warning for Lawrence County in Kentucky and then Wayne County into West Virginia. So this is off to the south of Huntington, and eventually it'll be working into, say, Lincoln County, also Fayette County eventually, or not Fayette County, rather Lincoln County. Adams, Blaine, Clifford, some cities in the path of this one. We've seen some very heavy rainfall into West Virginia, and we've got a flash flood warning out for areas south of Huntington and headed over towards Charleston. So keep that in mind if you live in these areas. I know some of those areas can be pretty mountainous, so if you live in one of those flood-prone areas, make sure you are keeping an eye on the situation. Jen.
Let's talk about the stages of a tornado, because Middle Tennessee and Kentucky underneath the threat for tornadoes through this evening with the tornado watch in place. We've already had a report of one funnel cloud east of Nashville within the past hour. Well, a funnel cloud is just that. It's a cloud that is funneling down from the sky, but it's not quite reaching the ground. When it does touch the ground, that's when we say a tornado. The actual tornado does form when the rotation is going all the way down to the surface, and this is a look of a typical tornado. But there's also different types of tornado. What we call a stovetop tornado is when it's a very large, mature tornado, and the width is pretty wide, especially at the base. And then as it goes up, it kind of narrows out just a little bit. Now, a wedge tornado is when it goes wider once it goes way up in the atmosphere. A wedge tornado, obviously a very large tornado as well. And then there's another one that we typically see, and this is sometimes when the tornadoes are decreasing in intensity, is a rope tornado. And that kind of looks like that funnel cloud going all the way. May not see it actually reach the ground, but we can see some debris still going through the surface of the atmosphere. So that's where we have the tornado touching down. So a rope tornado is another stage of a tornado, as well as just a tornado that we sometimes see. With all